Greetings. My name is Tony D'Alessio, and welcome to the Journeyman Life, the not-so-perfect path to a life well lived. I am an organizational psychologist, a professor, a coach, a consultant, a husband and father, a man on the journey myself, and the curator and creator of the Journeyman Life that you will be experiencing in this presentation. Journeyman emerged out of my own kind of challenge and quest over my lifetime to live a life well lived. I've had my ups and downs and learned a lot, but was totally dedicated to improving my own life and the life of those around me and ultimately the communities we live in. The work emerged from 25 years with clients, working with research in this area around change, the neuroplasticity of the brain, which I described in my first book, Change the Way You Change, and from talking with friends and other men who were equally challenged and equally interested in a better path. This body of work is aimed at your well-being as a man, in helping you to live your fullest potential and a life well lived in today's society. There may not be any more important time than now for men to step up and be more effective with existential threats around climate, government challenges, community issues, our pandemic, poverty. Suicide rates are up, addiction rates are up, and depression rates are up, especially among men. My sense is that the shift that needs to occur needs to begin with each individual man, one thought, one action, one person at a time. Now, the fundamental premise of the Journeyman is that the inner life, our inner life, begets our outer life, and that you cannot lead other people at a higher level than you're leading yourself. The Journeyman approach affords an opportunity for you to unravel your current reality, your current operating system, I call it, and to reconstruct and upgrade it using the tools and processes that we've created in the Journeyman Life approach. Things like the 18 attributes of a life well lived, the transformation journey processes, the voices of the reactive mindset that seem to operate in our lives, understanding our own brain waves, how to modify them to create more space for us to make better decisions, ultimately breaking the habit of being ourselves. Now, there's a great deal of research on the neuroplasticity of the brain that is emerging more recently, and it is proven that we can change at these later stages of our lives. There are several ingredients necessary for that change to take place. One of them is a sense of urgency and focus on the part of you, which usually comes from some kind of aspirational goal or possibly experiencing some pain in your life that you want to change. This sense of urgency and focus, along with a disciplined process with accountability, can lead to the kind of change and fulfillment that I know that you would like in your life. Now, ultimately, all ideas must be formed down to practical application. And I like to think of this as sort of the moments of truth in your life. You can think about it as a stimulus is presented, which might trigger some kind of a reactive response in you. based on some past story that you created in your own sort of ego or your past experiences. When you react based on that experience, sometimes the decisions that you make are not as effective as they can be. So what we want to do is to create more space in our lives so that we can be more effective in our decisions and interactions with other people. So join on in the Journeyman life. There are lots of resources available. This website, a workbook, a book upcoming, The Journeyman Life, A Not So Perfect Path to the Life Well Lived, research, men's groups, coaching one-on-one, and more. These 7 transformational principles guide us. Our hope is that we can merge the masculine and feminine energies that are available to us in our lives, gaining gifts and a more blended model that leads us to a leading edge of a better way of leading, a better way of you fulfilling your life hopes, a better way of leading your families, work teams, communities, and beyond. I hope you're ready to get started. And I'd like to leave you with this quote from Joseph Campbell. Join this worldwide awakening to a deepened human sense of responsibility and maturity for men, exploring the outer reaches of your inner space. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you.